I'm going to do some modeling. So I'm going to do one, and I'm going to model how I'm thinking. You already know that when I put my finger on my head, that means that's what I would be thinking to myself. I wouldn't actually be saying it out loud. Okay, so you can see that I've written a sentence up on the board. It says, kids in our school should have more recess time. When I look at that sentence, now I'm going to go through the list, my anchor chart, right? And I'm going to ask myself, is there a subject and is there a predicate? Well, yeah, the subject is kids. Technically, it's kids in our school. And the predicate is should have more recess time. So I've got that first one. Then I have to ask myself if there's a capital letter in the first word of the sentence. So kids should have a capital K. I didn't do that. So I'm going to have to go back and fix that and make it a capital letter. The third step is where I really have to do some thinking. Is this sentence a complete thought? If somebody else were reading this, would they know what I think about recess? I think they would, because clearly I think we should have more of it. The last thing is to check for that end mark. This is a telling sentence, so I needed to put a period there and I didn't, so I'm going to have to fix that one too. Now we're going to do another one. And this time, I'd like for you to tell me what I should be doing next. So you can see the sentence that I put on the board. Dogs are the most popular. What is the first step? What should I do first? That's right. I am going to check to make sure there is a subject and a verb. So let's do that. Is there a subject? There is. Good job. Dogs is the subject. I like how you were able to just quickly come up with that and you know exactly what the sentence is about. Is there a predicate? Technically, yes, you're right, there is. Are the most popular. Now, what do I do after that? I've got a subject and a verb. Yeah, now I need to check for that capital letter. Do I have a capital letter at the beginning? I do. Yeah, that D is capitalized. The third one is that hard one, the new one that we're introducing today. What do? You have to think really, really hard. Is it a complete thought? So if a stranger came in here right now and read this sentence, would they know what I'm saying? I think you're right. They wouldn't really know. Because what I wanted to say was, dogs are the most popular pets in America. If I don't add pets in America, then that stranger would not have any idea what I'm talking about related to dogs. The last thing to do is for me to check that end mark. I think I have a period at the end, right? Okay, so we're good. Now it's going to be your turn to practice with a partner. So I'm going to remind you to refer back to either my anchor chart or the steps you wrote on your own paper. I'm going to show you 4 sentences. And I want you and your partner to decide which ones are complete sentences. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to work on this. And while you're working, I'm going to be watching what you're doing. And I'm going to be using that lean in strategy. Do you remember what that is? That means I'm just going to be leaning in and listening to your conversation. And if I have something to add, I'll say it. If I don't, I'm just going to lean out and go to the next person. What questions do you have before you and your partner start working? Excellent. Go ahead and get started. These are the 4 sentences. Let's everybody come back to the whole group. First, I want to thank you for working so well with your partners. I could see you all talking with each other. I saw you using your chart to help you. Great work. As I was watching, it seemed like you guys were figuring out which ones are the complete sentences. So I'm going to have everybody all at once. There were 4 sentences. First, I want you to hold up the number of the first sentence that was correct, that was a complete sentence. Yay! Everyone's holding up 1. Number 1 was a complete sentence. There was 1 more. Which one was it? Yes, it was 4. Number 4 was a complete sentence also. If I went back to number 2, the school lunch today is pizza, what would I need to do to fix that and make it a complete sentence? Yes, I would need to put a capital at the beginning and a period at the end. Or maybe an exclamation point at the end if you really like the school pizza. What about the 3rd sentence? Why was that not a complete sentence? Run fast. Yeah, it really doesn't run where fast? Who's running fast? Why are they running fast? It doesn't tell me a complete thought. You guys did a magnificent job working together. So I know you're going to have no problems doing it on your own. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to write your own complete sentences. Take as much time as you need. Use your chart to help you, or my chart. And when I tell you to stop, we're going to share a sentence that you created with the whole group. What questions do you have? All right, get started. It looks like everyone has at least 1 sentence done. I know that we wanted to have 3 sentences, but we're running out of time. And so I want you to read the 1 sentence you have, or if you were able to write more than 1, read the one you like the best and share with the group, and everybody else is going to use the checklist to figure out if it's a complete sentence. Everyone was able to write a complete sentence. I'm so proud of you today.